Hi, thanks for joining me for another webisode on Consulting Corner. My name is Laura Whaley, and I'm an applied Epic consultant here at Kite Technology. So you've undoubtedly spent many hours developing a workflow manual for your employees to use, regardless of the agency management system you're on. So what does that audit experience look like? Currently, you're probably pulling your employee files once a year at the end of the year, reviewing to make sure that they're hitting the mark, and then letting them know if they're getting a raise or not. But where I have found personal success with auditing is what I call targeted auditing and refresher training sessions, or as we finally call them, TARTs. So what is targeted auditing? Well, targeted auditing is just that. Each month, you identify a specific workflow that you want to audit. So for example, month one, maybe you're reviewing renewals. Month two, new business. Month three, endorsements, and so forth. So what's the benefit of targeted auditing? Well, there's quite a few actually. First and foremost, it allows you to identify common bad habits that your employee may be doing. So if your agency has naming conventions and you have a defined way the attachment should be named when attached to Epic, in month one, if you're looking at a workflow and you see that they're not following those, you can get them to correct that before they've done it for 12 months. So another similar reason would be to identify those process issues that we have. So for example, with renewals, if Maria is pulling her files only 45 to 30 days in advance, and she should be hitting a target of 90 days, what that means for your agency is that your client's needs are not being met. They're not being contacted in advance to know that we're working for them. We're also making it harder for us to get good competitive quotes for our customers if the need would arise. Unhappy customers equal lost business. The third and final reason for targeted auditing relates to hopefully something you've not experienced, but many have, unfortunately. That great resignation that we've all experienced during COVID. We found that it was hard for us to keep good employees and even harder to find replacements. We'd find replacements and some of them would leave quite quickly. So what was it? What are employees looking for? Why were we losing our good employees? Well, I've pulled some statistics for you that all identify one common thing. Let's take a look. 70% of employees would be somewhat likely to leave their current job to work for an organization known for investing in employee development and training. 34% of employees who left their previous job were motivated to do so by more career development. 86% of millennials would be kept from leaving their current position if training and development were offered by their employer. So you've done your audit, you found the problem. What comes next? Well, that following month of the audit, you offer a refresher training session. What that does is enable your staff to sit through refresher training on that particular workflow. They're able to get a high-level overview of that workflow again, which would point out to them the pieces and parts that they may be missing. This would enable you to save yourself from 11 more months of bad performance with that workflow. Plus, it gives your employee confidence and satisfaction knowing that their employer really is invested in their development. We here at Kite Technology have found great success with TARTs, targeted auditing and refresher training sessions. Are you interested in learning more? Do you want help implementing a TART program within your organization? Please contact us. We'd be glad to help you. And if you're interested in any of our other technical services, please feel free to contact us directly.